And about 3 months into me beginning to read, tragedy hit our household. So I put the Bible down. I couldn't keep going. I didn't have the heart. But I kept walking past it. Finally, one day I just picked that Bible up and I looked up at God and I said, I'm going to give you a chance. Imagine telling the God of all creation that you're going to give him a chance. But that's what I told him. And I opened that book back and I started reading. And as I read, I learned something about relationship. You see, to have a relationship with anyone, you got to be talking to them, and they got to be talking to you. You got to be listening to them, and they got to be listening to you. Well, the way I see it, the way God talks to us is through his word, and the way we talk to him is through prayer. So if those two things aren't happening, you have to ask yourself, do I really have a relationship with God at all? And there's something beautiful that comes with having a relationship with God of all creation. You see, he makes us these promises. And the promise I've been hanging on to with everything in me for the last 5.5 years is this. God promises if you have a relationship with him, that he will never leave you or forsake you. Never. Now listen, when you walk through something really hard and your heart gets crushed, remember what the promise was and what it wasn't, because I forgot. God didn't promise us we wouldn't face hard things. He didn't promise us that hearts wouldn't get broken. He didn't promise us that we wouldn't face loss. What he promised is that he would never leave. God has stayed true to that in my life. That's all I can tell you. All I can tell you is that he has stayed true to that promise in my life in the deepest valley. It wasn't always easy to find him. Sometimes I had to get real quiet and I had to listen. There's a scripture I've been hanging